Well, welcome back to 45 News, Utah, Western States Media, WSM 45, the Insanity Rule, just a ton of other stuff, other episodes I have, other platforms. Um, anyway, we're going to start out with the news. Yes, it's going to be news night with news stuff. Going to be late. Just saying, I'm going to have a late night, work graveyard, swing shift, anyways. And there is a lot of dust in my newsroom. So let's just kind of, do some cleaning here. Just gonna do some cleaning because it's dusty. Anyway, let's get into the news. Let's get this 2000 and whatever computer up and running, right? This Windows 10 edition of technology that I just, only have because I work for a living and I'm poor. That's just the way things are. I can't really afford a new computer unless I have sponsors and donations or those that are willing to help set up a proper news organization or a comedy session we will call the 45 News Utah, which would be cool too because I want to see Britt with a trident, in the park fighting on that show Anchorman. That to me that's my favorite goal. That's my big goal in life is to actually see that. So I got 3 more notifications. No more threats found. Let's see if I get this going because right now I can't do a upgrade to the Avast firewall protection. So we'll have to just go with it. Let's go to CNN so we know what really sucks and what's really propaganda. Let's try to put this all in perspective so we have an idea. My last episode I talked about, how the laundry episode, the trilogy of Laundry Petito, and then the trilogy of Kyle Rittenhouse being not guilty, the great distraction. I mean, I'm not saying they're not real. I don't want to be like Alex Jones is sued for defamation. I'm just saying that there's always something that's going to take away from the headlines that they just passed the $1.7 trillion bill, $1.8 trillion bill that is going to take the currency down the toilet hole. Not to mention the $1 trillion I told you guys about Janet Yellen's been printing off the whole time while everybody's dancing to the music, swaying to Symphony of Destruction. This is a bad thing, guys. So, on to let's pay attention to what's happening over here and not what's happening over there, why your wealth and your future is being squandered by the kleptocrats. Okay. Multiple people killed after SUV plows through holiday parade. I heard a little bit about this. Not good, guys. Not good. Let's click on it. It says multiple fatalities after SUV plows through Wisconsin holiday parade. What we know so far, there are some fatalities after the SUV ran through the Waukesha. Okay, this is getting real native on me. It's really tough for me to understand. Tell you what, languages that are lost to native peoples is really a fantastic thing. It should never have happened. Anyway, Wisconsin. I don't know how to best say it. Christmas parade. Sunday night, the city's police and fire chief said it's not clear exactly how many people were killed. At least 28 patients are being treated at the area hospital following the incident. At least 12 of the injured are minors. Okay. Officials have recovered the suspected vehicle, and the person of interest is in custody. This is just, it's just sad. It's just sad. I would hate to see the motivation behind that. Heard another news story earlier about a store being robbed in California by 80 people. Oh, there it is. About 80 mass suspects ransacked Nordstrom store near San Francisco, police say. When you allow chaos, you instigate chaos, and you propagate chaos. Orange man bad, blah, 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 blah. The police did everything. Injustice to the social injustice. Well, there's still no money. Rioters, all that stuff. Which brings me to the point and the fact that we had an anniversary of the DAPL protest in Cannonball, North Dakota, from 2016. Last night, in 2016, there was a massive standoff between protesters that were praying, and the police and, well, basically hired goons that were spraying the protesters that were praying with freezing cold water and shooting with canisters and rubber bullets in the face and hands. You can look that up. And Myron on Smoke Signals, that was a Native American activist, died of COVID in September. He covered it. Unicorn Riot covered it. RT covered it. The media sucks. That's for all you left guys. It's all you people on the left. It was Obama and Biden. Those were the president and vice president during that time. And the one man that stood for the Native people in the unceded Sioux Treaty land that was stolen by the Army Corps of Engineers, they're running this pipeline through the river, that all their drinking water was come from, was Kennedy Jr., the one that they've ostracized and kicked off every platform. He stood up. But isn't it magical how Biden's against pipelines, but yet he was the VP during that time? I guess one pipeline's different than the other, right? No. They fight for whoever pays them the most. That's facts. It is not about you or your cause or your what bathroom or social injustice. They beat Native Americans in broad daylight, rounded them up, shot them with bullets, rubber bullets, used sound weapons to our Native people. The smallest minority in the country, the ones that have the highest land holdings, that was stolen from them through treaty, which is the Supreme Law of the land. If you're on the other side against that, welcome to the reservation. Just like the great Russell Meade said, welcome, because you're living in it. And if you say, oh, this is all crazy, well, guess what? Welcome to the policies they used. They brought down an entire people and flooded immigrants in and took everything after they're done. Caused mass exodus out of cities into the West for manifest destiny. That was dumb. But for manifest destiny. That's what it was about. Well, we're having economic trouble in the Big East where all the people are, so everybody's migrating. No, there's a potato famine in Ireland, so there's millions. Are we done swinging the symphony yet? Just saying. Okay. So these, the store that was ransacked, the Nordstrom, which is going to become more commonplace, by the way, because this is aggression that's being released upon the man. So let's just rob some stores, right? Let's just rob some stores, burn stuff down. That's going to show your aggression. They can afford it. They have insurances. No, the customers are going to have to pay more, and it's just all about goods and services. And they're happy that you robbed it because then they can just say, well, we're going to charge more for the goods. It's all about profits, guys. It's all about profits. Okay, it's not clicking on this. Apparently, something's wrong with my computer, which we knew from the beginning. Okay, now they show 3 arrested. So they got 3 arrested. A number of vehicles were leaving. Blah, 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 blah. They went crazy. Okay, well, yeah, they went crazy and they stole some stuff, and I don't care. Because it's all part of the game. It's all to get your attention off everything. Jury to resume deliberation in Charlottesville unit. It's just doing this. It's just jury to resume deliberations in Charlottesville until the civil right trial. Unite the right civil trial. Why? Okay, why are they doing this? Let's see. Jury to resume deliberation in Charlottesville. Unite the right civil trial. Why would they say with the group, unite the right? But instead it says, oh, well, that is. Why are they using code? It's just stupid. And it should have been, the headlines. If we click back on the headlines of these guys, and it's just constantly trying to throw an ad. Everything's bouncing around because they're idiots. So it should be unite the right after Charlottesville civil trial. It should be a comma and then unite the rights, comma civil trial. But the way these supposed news anchors, journalists write up their headlines, it's basically in Braille because they want you to click on it. So the jury in this, it's just like the jury in the civil trial against organizers of the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. This time they have it in parentheses. Virginia will begin their second day of deliberation Monday morning. Jurors finished the first day Friday without reaching a verdict. It's just got an ad going again. The Unite the Right was held over 2 days in August 2007 to oppose the planned removal of the state statue of a Confederate General Robert E. Lee. As the violence unfolded, it reached a tipping point. He drove his car through the crowd and killed a person or two. It's all this is all propaganda. This is CNN propaganda. They had this. If you watch it from the beginning, these guys are so dumb. They fund both sides of the fight. They do. Because I'm shaking in fear over the fact that I might have Unite the Right attacking me. I'm just quaking in my boots, quaking and shaking that the Unite the White people on the right are going to come burn down my city. This is CNN's propaganda. They have to keep this garbage going. Swaying Symphony. Okay, let's moving right along. This is just like labor. It's really hard to keep going with this stuff. Let's see. CVS has had every advantage, but it lost the pandemic. Here's what happened. They lost the pandemic because they allowed a variant to come creeping in. They lost the pandemic because the World Health Organization, WHO, is not doing their job. There was no, outbreak type thing where they, with Dustin Hoffman, where they come in and shut everything down. That was the whole problem with it, was they were worried about their bottom line. It wasn't about you or anything else. Their bottom line's all they cared about and how they could make money off it. I just kicked the camera stand. I did. Allergies is getting really bad. Let's see. Let's get the next headline. Democrats decline to have Biden campaign with him. What are they going to do? What will they ever do with Brandon not being with him? I guess we can't say that either because everybody's mad about that too. Modestly speechless, CNN commentator reacts to CPAC's latest move. That's CPAC. What a bunch of morons. No prison time for a woman who pled guilty to rape and sexually assault of 4 teenagers. Whatever, bro. You guys have to suffer through this. I'm sorry. It's just gross. But there's just flowing. There's nothing I can do about it until I have my surgery. Acosta to Fox host. If you're looking for the gates of hell, go down the hall. We have to click on it. Oh, my brain. It's tender. It's if it'll even click on it. Let's see. The stupidity just. Acosta. He's Acosta. The name isn't a big deal, It's like Jim Acosta. Are we done with the Wieners? Are we done with the, the Dicks, the Bushes, and the Colons? Are we done with the Acostas? What was the other off? Janet Yellen, she's yelling. It's just ridiculous. It's just dumb. I could even say, other things about what happened with Kyle. Kyle's last name, Rittenhouse. It's just like, why is their name Smith? Jones, Frankfurt. Well, Frankfurt would probably be somewhere too. But Jim Acosta's a moron. And he's going to bring up Kyle Rittenhouse trial. CNN Jim Acosta criticized Fox News' latest coverage of the top headlines, including the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. The Astroworld tragedy in Houston, and Vice President Kamala Harris stated the network is churning out lie after lie. Because I'm Jim Acosta. And you got this lady. I'm sorry, Fox. What's her name? She looks like she sniffed poo. Or something. Her mouth. I like what she stands for. to a sense, but she's really, the way she sets her, look, now she's sitting there. She is a Scientologist. Just saying. That's fact. That's fact. So, yeah, they're saying, and they got Trump in a picture. Trump, and, oh, it's Trump. Oh, let's go back. It's gone. So, Trump. Just a bunch of Trump. Let's go back. Oh, there's that one, didn't I say his name? I can't remember his name. Beto, the representative, Democratic representative that says he's half Hispanic. Beto O'Rourke. Yeah, Philo Beto. You Philo Beto, Every Which Way But Loose. That was a good show, Every Which Way But Loose, with Clyde. I named my dog after Clyde. Just saying. Right turn, Clyde. With the left hand. But anyway, you get my meaning. So, getting off subject. Let's go. Back to the subject of breed cell destruction. American Music Awards, the full winners list. This looks like K-pop. This is the American award winner. And it's not racist. I'm just saying that looks like K-pop. American Music Awards. They call this stuff music. They do. The stuff that's on the radio nowadays, or that's being promoted, is now considered music. And that's not fake news. I don't call it music. I call it technocrap. That you could just, it's not music. It's not music. Music, harmony, it's beat. This is like, and it's all the same. But technical, music. Sebastian Bach, that was a guy I had, Anyway, okay. Police seize 500 million in illegal marijuana in a raid. One state's legal, next state isn't. We got to go to the dispensary. Legalize it, make the taxes, I say. Because they're doing it anyway. If pot's the worst thing we have to worry about with fentanyl and heroin and meth, I'll take the pot. Just saying, that's just common sense. We should eliminate marijuana as an illegal drug. Monetize it. Morons. That's what they want. Is put people in jail. 10 years in jail for your third possession of a not really illegal, but legal unless you pay us taxes, marijuana bust. It's a green leafy plant. Opium's a poppy plant, but when they process it, then it's different. Kills people. It's highly addictive. Pot is not. Saturday Night Live unveils new game show, Republican or Not. Okay, well, that'd be kind of interesting and funny, but just saying. Oh, yeah. Let's see what's good here. Justin Bieber call on to cancel Saudi Arabian concert by slain journalist's fiance. Does anybody care about Justin Bieber? He's like the Power Rangers. Nobody cares anymore. You're done, Justin. Except for Trudeau, which is meeting with Biden. This is all happening. A summit. They didn't mention Biden and Trudeau. Canada, they's up there talking those Canucks. Canadians, they got all the bacon. Whatever. Biden, we're suffering the worst inflationary crisis in the history of mankind, the largest theft of debt dollars. Your party's trying to pass the Green New Deal to rebuild America into something else it's never been, which it shouldn't be. And you're in Canada talking to Trudeau that locks his people down because he's a lunatic. Whatever. Yeah, he treated some Native Americans up there over something too. Pipeline or something like that. You got to look it up, guys. He's not the guy. But he did go blackface once. You can look it up for yourself. Not a lie. But let's just not look into that, shall we? Let's just keep him as Prime Minister, President Trudeau. Whatever. Okay. Abby convinces Spotify to change how it plays albums. Adele, Rick. Adele. That's like Adele. Okay. Why would they want to change Spotify? Is it because I'm gonna see some dangerous comment? Adele wants you to list her album in order, and Spotify agrees. Okay, I don't really give a crap about this whatever she is with this whatever photo op on CNN. This lady is just absolutely not important. She's not important. I mean, look at this photo op. What is? The world's gone crazy. Just crazy. Just crazy. Just completely nuts. It's this world is just it's a lunatic. It is one flew over the cuckoo's nest, and we are in the cuckoo's nest. We got to be the one that flies out of this. Who cares? Is that newsworthy? Is that on the headlines? That was one of the headlines of the communist. I mean, of CNN. That is CNN's headlines, and it's not in it's not in entertainment or anything like that. That isn't top headlines. I don't know why the crap this went clear to the bottom. Yeah, it's in the first 25% of these headlines. Anyway, let's go on. Let's see what other stupid stuff we can listen to. I can't. So News and Buzz, American Music Award stuff. Who cares? Oprah's favorite thing 2021 is live. Who cares? 10 of the world's biggest. Who cares about that? Yeah, this is pretty much just brain death. Yeah, this is brain death. This is how you get Alzheimer's, dementia. Well, I go to CNN for all my news because they're so not corrupted. Bobbleheads for the elite, sucking your brains dry, and Orange Man bad. It's just okay. Let's get on to here's KSL Utah news now. This is the other propagandist arm. The fake news is a threat to our democracy. Fake news is misinformation is a threat to our democracy. These guys did it too, by the way. I have the video. These are the 3 lawsuits against federal vaccine mandates Utah has filed. So they have filed 3 lawsuits to stop the federal vaccine mandate, and OSHA has stopped has said no to Biden's vaccine mandate. They can't enforce it with an OSHA law. Remember that your employer is legally liable, financially liable for any harm done by any vaccination that's forced. That's not a lie. Look it up yourself. Overdue hiker dies shortly after being found in canyon above Bountiful. That is horrible. That is something really, really just sad. Burrito, optional. No, I don't care. Contrary to popular belief, no great migration in pandemic. KSL, can you lie? Can you lie any harder? Can you just no? Contrary to belief, these billions of people flooding everywhere. The mass migration out of California. The border's wide open, and the millions of people coming across the border, which has been proven because they've already encountered 1.7 million illegal immigrants. There's millions more it wasn't even encountered. That's just what the Border Patrol has admitted to. 1.7, I believe, is the number. Contrary to your belief, KSL Utah says there's no migrants here. Never happened. It's all in your head. Fake news. Sorry to get a little animated, but you have to get animated when you look at stupidity. Ugh. I can't even click on it. You have to draw a line in life. You have to say, okay, there is a bunch of really stupid people that's going to believe this. Bunch of KSL brain suckage going on. And they take this as, KSL is not a biased reporting agency. And they don't work for anybody else. And they give us completely true news. Yeah, sure they do. Their ties to the corporate world. Their ties to the major MSN, mainstream medias. Yeah, they are. Okay, just saying. I'm just saying. It's true. It's just true. You're just getting the same regurgitated garbage. That they're not journalists. They're not doing independent investigations. They're doing what they're told by their masters. What they're told. What they tell them to do. You believe any of this stuff, you really need to take a step back and say, wow, crazy world. Crazy, crazy world. Lies after lies after lies. One man critically injured In Immigration Canyon crash, that sad woman rescued from after being stuck in Utah Lake mud for 2 hours. That's pretty scary. One hospitalized following Twilla County fire. Yeah, bad wildfire torched up to a fifth of all giant sequoias. Oh boy, yeah. That's bad. I like those big sequoias, but the bark beetle, they took them out anyways. So the Chinese, not Chinese bark beetle that invaded back in the early 2000s, late 90s or 2000s, was not Chinese. They told us. Yeah, just came out of the primordial soup, is what they said. They found shells from the bark beetle. It was out of, there's multiple bark beetles that are here now, destroying the resource. Oh, but it's across the world now. So that worked out real well, didn't it? More than 20 people injured and some died after driver plows through Christmas parade. Right next to where Kyle Rittenhouse is doing the same. Utah's U.S. national parks to offer look into green friendly transit. She is Deb. Deb is a Native American that's in charge of that, but we really shouldn't be worrying about that. We should be worried about the massive sell-off of habitat, the sell-off of school trust lands that are habitat for wildlife, the explosion of development that's destroying wildlife habitat and big game because of people encroaching on all corners of big game, small game, wildlife's habitat. But that won't be mentioned by these people in any way, shape, or form because it's all about the money. All about the money. Got to worry about those polar bears, though. Whatever. Struggle with your weight during the holidays. Fat loss experts share 3 similar blah blahs. Okay, just don't eat much after 6. There you go. All U.S. adults qualify for COVID-19 booster. Which is best? Okay, the whole system is guilty. Utahns rally after Rittenhouse verdict. All 12 of them. The whole system is guilty. Look at it. Look at them all. Do you see them all right there? There's one. This Utahns there. I have more Utahns in my backyard behind my house than there is standing there. Because the unaffordable housing, everybody's piled into one house. Well, it's so great, isn't it, the enrichment? But don't worry, the housing prices that are putting people in the street, there's nowhere to live. The 13 or 14 are calling the entire system guilty. Be careful, Hitler did that. Just saying, radicalization weirdos. Around 60 people. Around eliminates their legal liability for fake news. There's 30 people there. Around 60. Really? KSL? Really? Was that including the standing by going, what is these morons doing? Where'd you get 60? Around 60 people. Well, I make around $1,000. Did I tell the IRS that? Hey, well, I make around $500 a week. Yeah, just around there. Well, actually, I make $200 a week. So would they be like, what are you rounding me that you tell us exactly as much as you make? Well, I didn't have to because all I have to do is say around, and it just eliminates my legal liability for being told I'm lying. But KSL can do it. Not fake news, right? Not fake news. KSL, you can stick it because you see right through it. Okay, this is sorry, I'm just stick it point of view anymore. This is a special place. BYU experiences rare 24 hours of cross sport domination. Who cares? Have you seen this? No, I don't really want to see it. So you're dumb, you propagandist. Native American confirmed as head of National Park Service. U.S. Senate has unanimously approved the nomination of Charles Chuck Sams III, a National Park Service director, which will make him the first Native American to lead the agency. Okay, Chuck, if you listen to this, they don't care about you. You're worried about the national parks. When It was the largest land theft in human history or American history. Was taken during was orchestrated during flood control when they took all the land of the Rickaras, the Mandans, the Cannonball, North Dakota, the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation. You guys, but I'm glad that there's a Native American in charge of national parks. Maybe the Dawes Act can be rewritten and they can say, okay, we're going to give back the land we stole to make you an individual citizen. That didn't really make you an individual citizen. We stole land anyways. Anybody against that, just remember the future is coming. So, yeah, that was then. This is now. Oh, no, you're going to get it too. It's just going to come full circle. That's how it works. Just flips everything upside down. It'll be your turn. So no, that was an unfair and unjust deal that happened. Anyway, we're done with this. We're done with this. I'd like to get into a lot of the crazy news, but I can't because I would be unable to say anything on any platform because I'd be banned for life. So I have to do. I watch 1,000 videos. So, Fox News. Let's do this. Breaking news. Morphil will upload this 30 plus. Bodies flying everywhere. Several killed the SUV. Yes, we know that. Boy, let's click off that. ABC once again makes false claims about Kyle Rittenhouse. You racist Rittenhouse. 3 guys you killed was white felons. Bad. 2 guys you killed were felons. It's okay. One was a child molester. It's okay. They're all completely white. Biden adds new story to his long list of embellished tells. Biden's been lying since day one. Clear back to the 70s, 80s, they call him Lying Biden. You look it up for yourself. You lefties. I'm just saying. It's not. It's true. Fauci warns the definition of fully vaccinated may be rewritten. And nobody saw that coming. Okay, moving right along. Migrant caravan that approaches the U.S. border puts nation on notice. They're coming and there's nothing you can do about it because Biden said that the borders are open. And Kamala, and you wonder who's replacing all the people that are moving Silicon Valley to Utah and Idaho and Texas. Just saying, wonder how much federal help they're getting. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, let's get Rittenhouse post for Virginia. Okay, let's not get on that. Olympic Committee speaks with missing Chinese tennis star. Who cares? Nebraska governor blasts state university for anti-racism plan. Drops the ideological indoctrination. I don't care. Was it Bill Gates that just gave a ton of money to news organizations the other day? That was another thing I heard on another newscast. Anyway, that's more important than that. Massachusetts, I don't care about that. California police release video, new information on Silicon Valley area shooting with suspect in stolen vehicle. Okay, New York man stabbed to death on subway train in unprovoked attack. That happens every day across the country. Every day. Every day. Different cities all over. Yep, left-wing media slammed for associating Thanksgiving with genocide. I'm up in the air over that because but remember, everything comes full circle. That happens to the next group too. Anyway, we won't get into that. Philo Beto. Ooh, I wonder if they thought about that name for a little while. Beto vows to step on your Second Amendment if he's elected. Strife, confusion, diversion, all the time, never ending. Beto O'Rourke he's a complete shill. He's a plant. He's a moron. A moron. What a maroon. Anybody voting for him, you've got to seriously have a brain scan because you probably have some form of Parkinson's or a tumor. What's a tumor? California memorial service held for the model whose lifeless body was dumped at hospital after night of parties. Rapper death. Rapper died. McCarthy accused AOC of heckling during Marathon speech. Well, yeah, she was laughing because she doesn't really care about America. Rittenhouse lawyer rips CNN, MSNBC for false reporting, botching basic facts. Yes, so that they're just doing what they're paid to do by their handlers to cause strife, which the other side's being paid to do the same thing. Guys, get it? Okay, moving right along. Voter tsunami begins to drown Democrats. Those of you on the Democratic side, you better just become an independent. Just saying, because these are lunatics. These are narcissist lunatics, insaniacs running your party, running it. Anyway, I'm out of time. Didn't really get into any good news. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It is 11 o'clock. I should shut it down. I'm in 35 minutes and 40 seconds. Usually I don't run over 30 minutes. I didn't get very much accomplished. I apologize. There's so many more things I should discuss. Chris Park, thank you for sending me all the information. I get a lot of friends of mine sending me stuff. I do work grave swings. It's hard for me to watch that stuff. I still have a ton of messengers, links that I have to go to. I haven't been able to catch up on them, guys. I've had some other stuff in the works. So I've had some real big issues going on lately. I was sick for a week with my gallbladder, digestive issues again, just like COVID. I am getting better. I will say that, but I have been really, really struggling for the past week. And thank you, Chris Park. Thank you, Mike Morgan and Josie for sending me. Same with Terry. Thank you guys for all that. I will catch up on these things once I get a break, once I get time. But, the holidays are coming. I'll have 4 days off, and we'll see when we're there and what happens, okay? So you guys have a great night. Hope you guys take care, and thanks for watching. Be sure and share and like.